There we go.
And at last, ladies and gentlemen, the plane has gone up.
That was quick.
We were talking about that bond between Susan and Granite that made him such a success with her, and you were right there in the middle of that, watching it happen and participating, of course. You still do that here at Trail Breaker, get to know each dog, but how early in a little puppy's life does that start in any way that really matters?
Well, we're going to have a lifelong relationship with these guys.
Just like me in 7th grade. Get out of gym class and into the pool.
Yeah, it's pretty exhilarating. They love
Well, hello everyone. Here I have a ton of salmon. And when you folks turn around and cut back upriver, I'll tell you how we cut and prepare this for our dogs to eat in the winter. And I'll also tell you a little more about fish camp life.
Gut, bone, sinew, antler, whatever you don't eat, you make something out of. Now what you see in the pen over here is of course domesticated Rangifer tarandus. It's the same genus and species as the indigenous wild caribou. In fact, the word
Caribou actually is a Mi'kmaq word originally. It means deer who paws the ground. Both male and female grow antlers too. The only type of deer where that happens to.
Well, we're going to learn all about how you get a whole winter's worth of salmon ready from our very good friend to the left, and on your monitor, Annette.
My friend.
At my family's fish camp, we use set nets to catch all of our salmon. However, the centerpiece of many Athabascan fish camps is this fish wheel you see right here. This quintessential fish catching machine would allow them to catch enough salmon to support their families and their dog teams during the winter months. Now back on shore, the canvas wall tents is where we stay each summer. And closer to me are the outdoor air drying racks. This is where we hang the salmon to dry before it goes into the smokehouse, which is a large permanent structure you see behind me. I started by removing the head and separating the two fillets from the backbone, leaving them connected at the tail so I can hang them on the drying racks. There's still some meat left on this backbone, so I'm going to break it off and then we feed this to the dogs at camp. And if this were a head of a higher quality salmon, it would be made into a delicacy called fish head soup for our elders.
Why was slicing into the fillet?
Right now, I'm scoring my salmon, which is making diagonal cuts through the flesh down to the skin. Scoring creates more surface area on the fillet, allowing the smoke to work deeper into the salmon and also further dehydrate it.
You'll see when she holds it up. I like this picture. See all those cuts open vents down into the fillet, so it'll lose all the water weight, but none of the nutritional value.
Traditional, but that big zipper down the middle, that's just there so we can take it on and off during summer. Traditionally, it'd be sewn together, made pullover style. The body of the parka is made from beaver fur, which has been sheared for design. It is trimmed with calfskin, river otter, and timber wolf. But get ready, because she's going to show the sunshine ruff. You can see where it gets that name from. It's supposed to represent the sun. The outer part of the parka ruff is timber wolf, and the inner part is wolverine. Wolverine was always sewn closest to the face because of that natural oil that helps prevent frostbite. We'll turn around and show the designs on the back. Beadwork and skin sewing techniques will be passed down generation after generation. For instance, the artist that made this is from Fort Yukon, and that is her family's traditional wild rose pattern. Thank you, Maya.
Not as good.
Oh, that's the calfskin. Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
It'll be right in between the trees over there. Yes, that's where they got locked together.
Will they fall off?
Do you
Yeah, the whole, yeah, all that. How old are they?
Yeah.
So this guy over here is 9.
We always breed the best of the best
with the best of the best. If you breed two mediocre dogs, you're gonna get mediocre puppies, right? So you want the best of the best with the best of the best. Grow a little bit more. She won't run. She gets maternity leave. She kind of hates us for it because guess what? That dog doesn't really care about being pregnant. That dog cares that they're not on the line and pulling. So basically, when it comes to those pregnant females, once she does give birth,